Kia ora fam. Are you a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars placement or have Cancer placements? And are you curious about what the new moon has for you that's currently here? If so, this reading might be for you. So let's see what messages Source, Divine, Ancestors have for you. If you're unfamiliar with me, I'm Janina Asiedu. I'm a queer artist, ancestral medium, and herbal ritualist based in Aotearoa, and I am from Ghana. Okay. Yeah, also my pronouns and formulation to those of love, light, high frequency, true, just, and peace. What guidance and affirmations you have for Cancer placements this new moon? Got King of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Aries, Leo, guidance and affirmations you have for Cancer placements this new moon. Four of Wands, the Emperor. Yep, so we got Aries again. So some of you might have Aries placements. Guidance and affirmations you have for Cancer this new moon. Cancer placements. Strength, Leo. Yeah, so some of your Cancer signs might have fire sign placements. Got a lot of Leo, got Aries as well. I'm really highlighted to the word responsibility here on King of Cups. So there's something here for you all this new moon about the responsibilities that you'll have maybe to yourself and to your heart. And I had what is festering. So for some, there could be something festering. Could just be like your emotions and feelings. I also just heard personal achievements. So there could be something as well about your personal achievements and reflecting on that, your creative achievements and how they're attached to your confidence. I feel like this card came out for the last signs that we read for. I think it was Taurus and Capricorn. So there's a lot of focus on home and family and what brings you joy in that aspect of your life. With the Lovers at the base of the deck, there's also Gemini energy, so maybe some of you have a bit of a choice to make when it comes to what and who you love and how you approach that. This new moon really encourages you to, I'm hearing like stand on business, as people say. So stand on, okay, firstly, there's a lot of messages. Firstly, I'm hearing protect your heart space. So protecting doesn't just mean that you're shutting certain things out. It can also mean what you nurture, what you spend time doing to grow and nourish what you love. So this new moon is really about your heart space and your emotional body and your learned experiences. So there could be something tied to the past for your Cancer that you're unlearning or relearning. Just be mindful of conflict in this aspect when it comes to the home. There could be a little bit of tension, but most and foremost, does that even make sense? It also could just be the action that you're being called to take. Like maybe your ancestors and this new moon are encouraging you to take action towards what you want to create. And this is physical action. With the Emperor energy, it's the so-called masculine. So this is about like, it's not too much about the inner work. It's about the external stuff that you are being called to do. You might be, for some of you, there could be something about a father figure. This doesn't even need to be a father figure. It could also be just a masculine person in your life. I also heard mask presenting. So if this is for queer whānau, queer family, this could be someone that is mask presenting. There could be something to do with your father, if this resonates as well, and how you view home because of that. And I don't see this as a negative thing. I just see it as something that maybe you're reflecting on. For example, if you have children, maybe you're reflecting on how you can be a protector or nurture that so-called masculine energy for them. So yeah, and however this relates to you, it kind of looks like you will have to tap into the strength that lies within your heart and what you really, truly, deeply love, and you're really being called to express your emotions at this time fully and wholly, because there's something beautiful that's being birthed from that. Yeah, some of you will have given birth to something creative. Could be a physical being, person. It could also just be like a creative project, something connected to, yeah, your creativity that you are wanting to take action in, or your ancestors in this new moon are encouraging you to take action in. There's definitely something about your perspective though. So your perspective could be changing, or something that you thought that you wanted before you might not want, or you might want something that you didn't think that you would want. I hope that makes sense. I'm also seeing the word here on the Emperor card, conviction. So I'm not seeing it as you being convicted of something, but you might be feeling a little bit of conviction when it comes to a certain area of your life. Yeah, there's conviction twice. There's actually conviction in the Strength card as well. What's this conviction about for Cancer? What's this conviction about for Cancer sign? 10 of Cups. So you might be convicted, or feeling convicted, or deeply moved, let me say, to heal something. Or you might, there's definitely a lot here about family and the way, community even, in the way that you're being called to approach it, based off of your heart. So I guess I'm hearing ancestors and source saying, like, not to dim down what it is that you truly dream of having in certain areas of your life. So what legacy you want to leave behind, when it comes to your home, when it comes to what brings you joy, peace, confidence, and even your creative ventures. You might be required to be quite, or you might be a strength for people within community, or a pillar for people within community. There's something here that could be changing as well, that's healing for you all. Could be like past trauma stuff that is kind of being cleansed out. And I'm seeing, like, in this new moon, you're supposed to really look at how you can hold yourself in community, and how community can hold you. Yeah, there's a lot of like womb healings, but I'm seeing like it's already been cleansed out. So there could be stuff that you already really healed, and now you get to experience the fruitfulness of that. 5 of Coins. Guidance, information you have for Cancer this new moon. 6 of Wands. Some of you might not have the financial, physical resources that you would like to create what you want, but I'm seeing if you're focusing on the stability that lies within your family structures, your home, the resources are there, or your success lies there. So it might lie a little bit more in who you know. The Hierophant. Well, cool. 3 of Wands. So at this time, it's really important as you're moving forward to focus on looking at the past, looking at what you lacked, maybe growing up in family or in community, and looking at how you would like to be successful, how you would like to transmute that lack that you maybe went through in the past, so that it doesn't repeat itself, if that makes sense. There's something here strongly about your routine, about tradition as well. So for some, you could have I was going to say leader, There could be a masculine person in your life that's quite traditional. Also for self, like for you, you might be called to identify what traditions you want to implement within your home, community, that are going to be successful for you in the long run, within your long-term vision. And that's what your ancestors and source in this new moon is calling you to expand on, which again is going to take a little bit of strength, and maybe you might have to like manage some things. You could also be saving like your resources, your finances. Some of you might be expanding your family in some way. So yeah, children was coming up, but it could just be, could even be you're like branching out in a certain area of your life, because you're passionate about it, because it brings conviction. So it could be something to do with community, or oh, I just heard trust. Why did I just hear trust? Why did I just hear the word trust? Justice, Libra. So maybe you're called to really step out in trust when it comes to what you feel conviction about. There could be, wow, it's so interesting. This card says lack of conviction. So some of your, there could be someone around you that doesn't have the same doesn't quite have the same amount of conviction, or there could be others around you that might not feel as moved to pour their energy into something as you do, but that doesn't mean that you don't need to do it. I also see that there's like a harmony between feeling conviction about something and not, if that makes sense. Yeah, with justice, you could be entering into a new time of contracts, commitments, that are really tied to your self-expression, healing, what's going to bring you pleasure, and also like very community focused. So this group, or cancers, you might do like work, or create your creative mahi work might be tied to community. Four of Swords, Five of Swords, Five of Cups, with the Empress. Okay, so for some there's something here to do with your parents, and for some that it could just be a relationship that you're in. Usually Emperor and Empress coming out can represent like a romantic relationship. It could also just represent your masculine and feminine energies, so-called masculine and feminine energies within yourself. It seems like there's an end for you all, this new moon. Something is ending when it comes to conflict and grief. So for some, you'll have experienced loss or hurt when it comes to a father figure in your life. Could also be like a brother or an uncle, you know, put it where it fits. And this could have caused internal conflict in terms of what success looks like for you. So make sure that you are reflecting on your upbringing and how that is portrayed into your relationships, and even just your own relationship with yourself. So this is just an example. So like, say your dad was not the greatest, or you've gone through some loss in that sense, or maybe there's been some loss. This is even like, could be like divorce or something. So like maybe your parents are not together or something like that. I don't know. But I'm seeing whatever like loss that there was, whatever conflict there was, that's ending, at least for you, like within yourself. There could have been some lack. I just heard misplaced lack. So maybe you were feeling like you weren't enough because you lost something or someone. Could even be like a relationship that you were in, you know. Also highlighted to the word dishonest. So I don't know if some of you have felt dishonored by someone or have been moving through those kinds of feelings. Like, I don't know if it's like embarrassment or defeat. Guidance and affirmations you have for Cancer this new moon. Oh, that's beautiful. We have Two of Cups. So ending off, it's kind of just like whatever conflict that you have faced or grief or loss, it's like as you're moving forward, your heart is strengthened as you continue to grow. It's like for some of you, your a father figure could have passed away, or whatever loss you experienced is teaching you about what permanence you want. You know, I guess nothing is permanent, but what structure you want, how you want to grow in certain areas of your life. You might need to tackle your ego a little bit to do this, but I'm seeing in the end with this new moon, it's just bringing you closer to yourself and closer to the people that you love. Yeah, again, like there's something here about expanding family. Or even, and this can be in friendship, this can be in romance, this can be in, community. Yeah, Three of Swords, Seven of Cups. One more, the Moon. So just do be mindful of this this new moon, because there could be dreams that are coming through that are highlighting hurt that you've gone through that needs to be healed. But there could be some illusions there, so there could be some things. For example, if you have a dream, like a night dream when you're asleep, it could confuse you. So just be mindful of like the different things that come through to show themselves to you. You don't always have to take things at face value or take things with a grain of salt, you know. I feel to say, like, you know, when you have a dream and you think that the exact thing is going to play out, really be mindful of that, because that might not be the case. The Chariot, it's Cancer, there you all are. Yeah, I feel like what is being revealed to you or highlighted to you at this time, through your imagination as well, through what you want to achieve, through what you dream of, your inner child dreams of, I feel like it's showing you which way to go, which direction to head in. Eight of Cups. It's also showing you what to release. You could be like forgiving someone for something that they did. Again, this could be a family member, a friend, but this is a relationship that's been around for a while with Six of Cups, so this isn't a new thing. Some of you might experience disappointment or have experienced disappointment, but I'm seeing that you're being called to release that, to focus on your intimacy with yourself or at least one other person. Yeah, the Sun. Oh, nice. There's a beautiful harmony here. So even though there's this like potential negativity or like unknown energy, still things that you're discovering or figuring out, I still feel like as you're moving forward and as you're just slowly figuring out your direction, how you want things, and just persevering, I feel like taking charge of your legacy, your dreams, what you want family and community to look like for you, what you want your creativity to look like, and taking those day-by-day actions within your ritual, within your routine, within your home. It's going to help you continuously release any grief or loss that you've experienced. Also discomfort, I'm hearing, so you can just, and it's going to bring you closer to people that you connect with. Some of you might be, it's going to be positive and bring you a bit of clarity. Some of you might be traveling with someone or traveling to someone, traveling to a childhood place as well. As you're moving forward, this new moon is going to bring you a bit of nostalgia, I feel. You might be looking at photos. I also see not a mood board, but like scrapbooking. So some of you might be scrapbooking and collecting photos or memories and putting them together. Or actually, you could be doing a mood board of like what you actually want. I also heard Pinterest for some. Just collecting things that help you visualize what home, lifestyle, community, creative expression, whatever it is that you want to achieve. It could even be like collecting affirmations and saying them. Excuse me. Yeah, and the death card was on the base of the deck for quite a while. So Scorpio energy, this is about transformation. Again, someone could have passed away in your life, or this could have been, it could have been a while ago, but I'm seeing that this is definitely bringing things up for you, but it's teaching you how to be a little bit more independent. If you have gone through certain loss or sudden changes, it's teaching you, teaching you Nine of Coins, teaching you your self-sovereignty, teaching you that you're also safe within this world, safe within this earth as a part of nature. And also there's reminders here that change is a part of nature, so things will continue to change. And I was speaking about permanence, wasn't I? So not everything is permanent. And so there are reminders there for you, Cancer, this new moon.